So, it seems Christmas has come early to the Sea of Thieves, and it appears someone else has done so too. But we'll be getting to that. On the official Sea of Thieves Twitch channel, we've been blessed with what seems to be an innocent Christmas livestream within one of the taverns, with ourselves sat in front of this beautiful looking snow globe lantern. Please can someone make a replica of that? I want to buy it on Etsy immediately! Anyway, this lantern has been dubbed by the community as the Orb. Oh, hail the Orb! Anyway, throughout the stream, our warm, placid grotto is disturbed with a message within the orb. The first one went as follows.
Flame burns brighter now, here in the dark. There shall be no glory for the Dark Brethren. Your fierce fire will shatter their bonds. No lords of the sea, but a king of fire. Once bound at sea, but now true freedom calls you back, moving like a deathly veil across the waves. The sands of gold will be shrouded, and all be chained eternally as sea-bound souls. Her sister will be bound to your will. She of the deep cannot stop it now. May our flame burn eternally, Father.
We can assume immediately that the sound of wood snapping, chains jangling, and a door being prized open is that of what lies beneath the floor at Reaper's hideout, the servant of the flame, Flameheart Jr. finally descending below to prize open what we can only assume is the tomb containing the physical remains of Falmeheart Senior. The words you hear are contained in the description down below of the video, however much can be theorized from the dialogue that is spoken from Flameheart Jr. Again, this is of course all theorized by myself, but it seems that beneath Reaper's hideout, the mortal remains of Flameheart have possibly been stewing for a long time, and finally now he may have a physical form to once again return to the Sea of Thieves away from just an astral projection. I myself have been curious as to whether Stitcher Jim's hand burning during the Heart of Fire tall tale was something of an omen to him. Much like a zombie bite, the host then becomes part of the infection, but in this case the burn on Stitcher Jim's hand and the plans that Flameheart had set for him tells me that at least Stitcher Jim himself could be destined to become a vessel of not only a pirate lord, but maybe Flameheart himself.
The sands of gold will be shrouded, and all be chained eternally as sea-bound souls.
This part has me scratching my chin, as I'm not sure whether this is referring to the Sea of Thieves as a whole, or the Shores of Gold. Now, we do know that we'll eventually be heading back to the Shores of Gold at some point, but I can't imagine a statement like this, along with
moving like a deathly veil across the waves,
would be contained to one area. Now here's where it gets very interesting.
Her sister will be bound to your will. She of the deep cannot stop it now. May our flame burn eternally, Father.
Among my community within our Sea of Theories Discord channel, we seem to have confirmed that her sister is possibly referring to the sister of Wanda the Warsmith, or Masked Stranger, as we have commonly come to know her. The Masked Stranger eventually became disillusioned with her loyalty toward Flameheart, so can we now assume that the Masked Stranger's sister, also named Wanda but with an O, who has now taken her position as the weaponsmith at Golden Sands Outpost, is in danger of potentially becoming an ally of Flameheart also?
She of the Deep cannot stop it now.
I imagine he's referring to Captain Warsmith or Wanda before she became the Masked Stranger, or possibly a mysterious character that we know of but know immensely little about. Belle, the Legend of the Deep, a ghostly-looking pirate with pale skin and eerie green eyes who originally sat in the chair that resembled the one that the Pirate Lord currently sits in. This is seen in pre-release footage of the game, to which she is also used in many promotional statuettes, floating beside a buoy. But now she can be seen seemingly warming her hands by the fire within a tavern. The community seems very much in agreement that this is in fact Belle, she of the Deep who cannot stop it now. I do hope the community are right, because she looks like she means business, and by the sounds of it, it looks like we need a pirate like her around. Okay, moving on to the second tease that the orb blessed us with, it seems as though Flameheart Jr. is speaking to some potential new recruits. As well, take note on the fire that Belle seems to be warming her hands by.
Memories can be harnessed and focused, bent to your will. Memories can be powerful allies and accursed weapons. Your king is dead in the world beyond. Long live the king. He shall give you freedom unchained and life everlasting. Endless riches vast. Bring your forts of stone and bow to the blade of fire.
From what I remember or understand is the phantoms are the echoes of memories of pirates that have since passed. We saw many of them throughout the A Pirate's Life Tall Tales, specifically during the Captains of the Dam Tall Tale. During this tall tale, we found ourselves at a stone fort on the island of Isla Tesoro, where the Spanish army are attempting to repel an attack from Captain Barbosa as he hunts for Captain Jack Sparrow.
Memories can be harnessed and focused, bent to your will. Memories can be powerful allies and accursed weapons.
The words in this teaser were rather telling also. Just from my imagination, it sounds like Flameheart Jr. walking up to the gates of the stone fort, tearing the doors open, and standing in defiance in front of these helpless souls. I have been listening to this particular clip over and over again to try and work out what's being said by the soldiers, or at least we can assume they are soldiers. The first part I can't quite work out, but we do hear they must not reach the castle. The soldier here in this clip says they're breaking through the defenses. However, the voice after, I can't work out what they're saying. The closing lines of dialogue from Flameheart Jr. are very much shown to be speaking directly to the fallen soldiers of the Stone Fort to join the fleet of the Burning Blade.
Your king is dead in the world beyond. Long live the king. He shall give you freedom unchained and life everlasting. Endless riches vast. Bring your forts of stone and bow to the blade of fire.
Upon the message ending, we are transported back out of the orb, praise the orb, and to the right of us, placed on the table, we see two Stonewall Imperial Sovereign hats. Huh? 2 + 2 = 4, huh? I got that one right. Surely I did. I ain't no Captain Falcor when it comes to lore, but I bloody well got that right, I swear. Praise the orb. Moving on to lore tease number 3.
Found at last, the relic of the ancients, passing between worlds in a belly of gold. The hunter is broken, and his ship is no more. It is ours, Father. Finally, we will break the seals and the Reaper's chest will open. The soul flames will burn once more and weaken the veil between. Tides will turn once the relic is ours. Memories into bones. Will into iron. Souls into life. You will arise into a new pirate life as our king for a new dawn.
You'll notice now that there's a mask or relic that seems to be placed to the left of the orb. Referencing the Sea of Thieves Wikipedia page, we can see that this mask resembles a firework recently added to the game. An unusual firework that seems to resemble some kind of long-lost treasure. The firework is named the Veil of the Ancients, and the Veil is referred to by Flameheart as the purgatory between the Sea of the Damned and the Land of the Living. Passing between worlds in the belly of gold, I imagine is referencing the location of the relic or where it was found, as the belly of gold is the name of a large cave system and dungeon that exists beneath Tribute Peak. And now they speak of the hunter, how he is broken and now his ship is no more. Most recently, we have experienced Duke being, for want of a better word, a hunter, and quite the nuisance to the Reapers, or at least the Skellies that were doing Flameheart's bidding. Duke mentioned in the past that he let himself get distracted by a treasure that most probably didn't exist, and how he continuously was stumbling upon clues to what's really going on. He also mentioned how he believed that the Skellies were following him because they knew that he knew what was going on. And the last meeting we had with Duke, he mentions, or at the very least implies, that through his journey he lost his ship, his crew, and what little was left of his mind.
I think I have to go.
Moving on to tease number 4.
Pirates for all eternity. The curse is a gift. They will descend to claim it, then arise to a sea of bones. Your gift will unite all thieves to true piracy. They will drink, they will die, and they will live again to serve the fire. Pirates for all eternity.
Now, we know from the lore in general that Flameheart Jr., when stranded on an unknown island, was beckoned into a cave by a riddle that led to a golden chalice of everlasting water. He drank from the chalice and in turn, along with his crew, lost his mind, his flesh, and his human needs until there was nothing left but bones. It seems to me that Flameheart Jr. is kind of reminiscing his own fate in an attempt to lure a new crew to the same fate that was once bestowed upon him. Also, shout out to this pirate who randomly stumbled upon me while I was filming these scenes at Reaper's Hideout and decided to help me out with these efforts. Thanks, dude. Much appreciated. They will descend to claim it, meaning whoever drinks from the chalice will die, then arise again to a sea of bones. A sea of bones, I imagine, representing the army that Junior plans to amass. When this will happen, who knows? But what I do know is there's a war on the horizon, and it'll be up to us to save the Sea of Thieves once again.